Over the past few decades, there have been certain tragedies that happened in Am Yisrael that are so etched into the hearts and minds of our people that we can never forget the dates, the places, and the innocent lives that were lost.
It's hard to single out a certain event that was more painful than others, because every Yid dying is a horrible thing. But there was one story that hit Am Yisrael like a ton of bricks, and that was, of course, the story of Dr. Applebaum and his daughter Nava.
A Palestinian terrorist walked into a cafe, Cafe Hillel in Rehov Emek Raphaim in the center of Jerusalem, detonated himself, killing 7 people, injuring dozens more. And what makes it all the more tragic is that in that cafe was a father and a daughter, Dr. David and Nava Applebaum.
While they sat at a cafe, a father-daughter talked the night before the wedding. A bomber tore apart the restaurant. They both died.
The wedding gown that she was supposed to wear the next night was made into a parochas. If you visit Kever Rachel, you can see that beautiful white parochas, that covering that was made out of her gown. At the time, Eitan Katz was learning in Yeshiva Shara Yashav in Far Rockaway. And when he heard the news, like the rest of Am Yisrael, he was devastated. He was so broken. He was shattered.
It was such a painful thing to stomach. It was unbearable. And I remember the night after it happened, I was sitting in Yeshiva, I was sitting in the Beis Medrash, and I was looking around, and I was just like having these moments of just tremendous pain and wondering what Hashem wants from us. And I started crying from the emotion, and you know that feeling when you become so overwhelmed with what's going on. And I put my head down on the stender and I fell asleep. And I had this dream, very short dream, and Dr. Applebaum and his daughter Nava were walking down the chuppah. But it wasn't the chassan by the chuppah, it was a Kadosh Baruch Hu by the chuppah. That was the scene. And in the background, you know how by the chuppah there's music playing, there's a certain type of niggun, and there was a certain niggun playing in the background in the stream. And I woke up. I don't, in no way, shape, or form do I claim that this is what was happening in Shemayim. What do I know? I have no idea. But this is the pain that I felt. This is the way my neshama interpreted what was going on in the world.
And he ran to grab a recorder. He recorded that song, and he eventually put it to the words, the timeless words of David HaMelech we all know.
With all the pain, with all the suffering, and especially when something happens of such the father and daughter the night before the wedding, it was just such a painful thing. No matter what. And I sing the niggun a little bit with a certain sense of pain, but also a certain sense of joy.
Even if I walk in the valley of the shadow of death, I feel like life is so bleak, it's so dark, it's so hopeless. I still draw strength from the fact that I know Ki ata imadi, that you are with me. What Eitan Katz has given us with that song is that hope, that strength to forge forward.
Da